Hello everyone, my name is Naman Goyal and today we are going to learn chapter playing with numbers of class 8, right? This will be last lecture of this chapter, okay? So in this chapter, what we are going to learn about? We are going to learn about what? Test divisibility of 7 by 7, test of divisibility by 11, test of divisibility by 4 and test of divisibility by 8, right? Okay, we can learn about the test of divisibility by 6 also, right? Test of divisibility by 6 also, right? Okay, now we already learn about what? 2. For 2 we already learned, 3 we already learned, 5 we already learned, right? And for 7, 6 not, 7 not, 8 not, 9 and 10, right? So in today's lecture, if we learn about 4, 6, 7, 8, okay, then we completed all the divisibility for 2 to 10 and 11 also. Today we are going to learn, okay? So first it's time for what? Test of divisibility by 7, right? Now see what we have to do in the divisibility test of 7. See, take the last digit and cross it out from the original number. So what we have to do, see, if we want to check either this number 3472 is divisible by 7 or not, I want to check that either this number is divisible by 7 or not. So what we have to do, we have to take out the last digit and cross it out from the original number. So what we have to do, we have to take this last digit, so it becomes what? 347, then double it and subtract it from the new number. Now we take 2 away. Now what we have to do, we have to make it double 4 times. So the double of 2 is what? 4. Now we have to subtract that 4 from the new number, which is the original number excluding the last digit. Now we have to subtract this 4 from this number. So what we get? 343. Now if that number 343 is divisible by 7, then we can say that the whole number is also divisible by 7. Are you getting my point? So we want to check either 343 is divisible by 7 or not. Okay, so 4 times 28, it will give 6, right? 9. So yes, we got it. The number is divisible by 7, 40 times, 49 times. So 343 is divisible by 7. So we can say that 3472 is also divisible by 7, right? Are you getting my point? So what we have to do first, we have to remove the last digit. Now taking the double of that digit, and now that number we got, we have to subtract that double digit from the new number we got, right? And check it either that number after difference is divisible by 7 or not. If it is divisible by 7, then we can say that the whole number is also divisible by 7. For example, this is the number, okay? We can take another example. Now if we take 2421, if we take the example of 2421, so what we have to do, we have to remove this one first. So what we get? 242 and 1. Now we have to double the last digit and subtract from this number. So what we get? 240. Now if 240 is divisible by 7, then we can say that the whole number is also divisible by 7. So you can check for 240 now easily, right? So 3 times 21, it will give 30, and 8 times 28. If you see here, this number is not divisible by 7, not divisible by 7. So we can say that this number also not divisible by 7. Okay, divisible by 7. Okay, so we are going to take more examples later. First we are going to learn about all the tests, then we are going to take some more examples. Okay, so have you got the divisibility test by 7? Okay, what we have to do, we have to remove the last digit from the original number, then double it and subtract it from the new number, which is the original number. Okay, excluding the last digit, right? If the difference you got is divisible by 7, then we can say that the original number is also divisible by 7. Okay, so we can learn about some more examples later. Okay, now next is divisibility test by 11. Okay, a number is divisible by 11 if the sum of the digits in the odd places and the sum of the digits in the even places difference is multiple of 11 or 0, then it is 10. The number is divisible by 11. Are you getting my point? Okay, now see what it says. See, for example, if we take a number 74341, okay, so we want to check either it is divisible by 11 or not. See, this 7 is first place number, this is second place, third place, fourth place, fifth place, and sixth place. Okay, now according to the rule it says that what you have to do, you have to find the sum of the digits in the odd places, right? So odd places sum is odd places sum, odd places sum. Tell me, what is the sum of odd places? Odd places sum is what? 7 plus 3 plus 2, right? 7 plus 3 plus 2, which will be 12. Now sum of even places sum. Even places sum. How much it is? 2, 4 plus 4 plus 1. This one, right? 4 plus 4 plus 1. So it will be 9. Now what you have to do, you have to find out the difference between the sum of odd places and the sum of even places. So the difference you will got, difference is what? 12 minus 9, right? So it will be 3. If the difference you got is a multiple of 11 or 0, if it is a multiple of 11 or 0, then what we can say that it is divisible by 11. So for now what we get, we got 3. So we can say that that number 74341 is not divisible by 11. So we can say that this number is not divisible by 11, right? So we can say that, right? Okay, now we can take some more examples. Okay, so listen, if I take an example, you have to check 4353720. You have to check it either it is divisible by 11 or not. Okay, so what we have to do, we have to take the sum of odd places, right? So odd places sum, what we have to do, we have to find the sum of odd places, sum of odd places sum. Basically it is what? Odd places sum. Let me use a eraser. It is what? Odd places sum. So if you see what it's mean, we have to add 4 3 2. So 4 plus 3 plus 2, which is 9, right? Now you can take even places sum. So what is even places sum? Even is what? 5 7 and 0. So 5 plus 7 plus 0, so it will be 12. Right now if you take the difference, you will get 3 or minus 3. See, you can take the difference as even place minus odd place or odd place minus even place, whatever you want to take you can take. Okay, so if you take even place sum minus odd place sum, you will got what? 3, and 3 is not a multiple of 11 and not a 0, right? So we can say that that number is not divisible by 11. Are you getting my point? So this is the divisibility rule by 11. Okay, now 4. Okay, for 4, the last two digit must be divisible by 4. Simple as that. If you want to check either the number is divisible by 4 or not, but what you have to do, you have to check the last two digits of the number. If the last two digit of the number is divisible by 4, then you can say that the whole number is divisible by 4. So a number is divisible by 4 if its last two digit are divisible by 4. For example, if we have 780, so you can see the last two digit is what? 80, and we know that 80 is divisible by 4, right? So we can say that yes, it is divisible by 4. 52 is the only two digit number, so we can check 52 easily, right? For 52, If you see 52, yes, 52 is divisible by 4. So it is, yes, it is divisible by 4. Now if the number is 80744. Now if you see the last two digit is 44. So 44 is the digit, is a number which is divisible by 4, 11 times, right? 11 into 4 is what? 44. So we can say that yes, it is divisible by 4. Are you getting my point? Okay. Now next what we have to take? We have to take 7850. So if you take 7850, so tell me last two digit is what? 50. So if you check either 50 is divisible by 4 or not. So 1 4 times 1 0, 2 times 8 2. Now if you see this is not divisible by 4. Not divisible by 4. Are you getting my point? Is there any doubt? So we can do like that also. Okay. So just last two digit, na? To check whether a number, to check whether a number is divisible by 4, just divide the last two digits of the number by 4. What you have to do, you have to divide the last two digit only. Are you getting my point? Okay, very simple, right? For 11, what we have to do, we have to take the sum of odd places minus sum of even places. If we got that difference as multiple of 11 or we got a 0, then we can say that the number is divisible by 11, right? And for 7, what we have to do, we have to remove the last digit, okay, and double the digit, and the double we got, we have to subtract that double from the or new number. And okay, and if that number is divisible by 7, then we can say that the original number is also divisible by 7. And for 4, what we have to, we have to check the last two digit only. If the last two digit is divisible by 4, then we can say that the complete number is divisible by 4. Got it? Okay, very nice. Okay, now similar for 8, right? For similar, if last three digit is divisible by 8, for 8 it is similar to 4, right? So for 8, what we have to check, we have to check the last three digits. If the last three digits is divisible by 8, then we can say that the complete number is divisible by 8. So what I told you, if the last three digits of a number, if the last three digits of a number are divisible by 8, then the number is completely divisible by 8. Okay, for example, if we take an example of 24344, so what we have to check, we have to check either 344. See, last three digit is what? 344. So we have to check the number 344 we got is divisible by 8 or not. Okay, so you can check it easily, right? 344 ko if you divide it by 8, then how much you got? Okay, 8 fours are 32, right? 2 and 4, 8 3s are 24. Yes, it is divisible by 8. So yes, it is divisible by 8. So we can say that yes, this number is also divisible by 8. Are you getting my point? Okay, now next number, if I give you 247632, we have to check this. Okay, so for this number, what we have to do, we have to take the last three digits, and the last three digit is what? 632, right? So for 632, we have to check this number is divisible by 8 or not. So 632 8 times, right? Okay, now 6, how much it will be? Gives 8 6 are 48, right? 8 7 are 56. So it will be 7 times 56, right? And how much we got? 472, right? Now 8 9s are, right? 72. So if you see, yes, the number we take, which is 247632, is divisible by 8. Yes, it is divisible by 8. Okay, very simple. We can do like that also, right? Okay, so we can take so many examples, right? We can do so many questions. Okay, okay, now next question, if you want to take, you can take 403422 344. So if, see, the number can be anyone, है ना? How much it anyone, नहीं, number can be anything. And number कितना भी बड़ा हो, you have to check only last 3 digits. If the last 3 digits is divisible by 8, then the whole number is divisible by 8. Okay. Now for this question, what we have the last digit as 344. So we have to check either this is divisible by 8 or not. So 4 times it will be goes for 4 times 32, right? So 2 into 4, 24, right? And 3 times, right? 24. Yes, it is divisible by 8. So yes, this number is also divisible by 8. We can say that. Okay. Now we are going to do some questions. Okay. So many questions, not some questions, so many questions. So in this question, what we have to do, we have to check whether the given numbers are divisible by 8 or not. First, we are going to check it by 8, then for 7, for 4, and for 11 also. We are going to check all these 4 numbers for all the one. हाँ, 4 के लिए भी चेक करेंगे, 8 के लिए भी करेंगे, 7 के लिए भी एंड 11 के लिए भी. First, divisibility, divisible by 8. For all the numbers we are going to check, it is divisible by 8 or not. So first we take 4808. So for the divisibility by 8, what we have to do, we have to take the last 3 digits, right? So the last 3 digit number is 808. So if you see that number is divisible by 8 101 times, right? So 10 times 80. Okay, 0 8 1 8. Yes. So yes, it is divisible by 8. Yes. Yes, it is divisible by 8, right? Okay. Now we have to check by 4. See, if a number is divisible by 8, then it always divisible by 4, right? देखो, अगर कोई नंबर 8 से डिविजिबल है तो वो 4 से तो जरूर होगा. इट मस्ट बी डिविजिबल बाय 4, राइट? तो 4 के लिए चेक करने के लिए जरूरत नहीं है, राइट? ऐसा हो सकता है कि नंबर कैन बी डिविजिबल बाय 4 बट नॉट डिविजिबल बाय 8. बट ऐसा नहीं हो सकता है कि नंबर इज डिविजिबल बाय 8 बट नॉट डिविजिबल बाय 4. इट इज नॉट पॉसिबल, राइट? So if the number is given which is divisible by 8, so it must be divisible by 4 also. So there is nothing to check for 4. So we are not going to check if the number is given, we got it is divisible by 8, and we are not going to check either it is divisible by what, divisible by 4 or not. ठीक है? So yes, it is divisible by 4 also. Okay, are you getting my point? Okay, now the point is next what we have to check, we have to check it for 7. So for 7, 4, 8, for 7, the number we have it is 4808, right? So 7 के लिए what we have to do, we have to remove this last digit which is 8. So the number we left it is 480. Now we have to double this digit, we got 16. Now we have to subtract the 16 from that number. So it gives how much it gives? If we subtract 16 from 480, then we got 464, I think so, right? Now we have to check either it is 4, either that number 464 is divisible by 7 or not. So yes, 7. So 6 times 42, 4, right? And 6 times again 42, no, it is not divisible by 7. So we can say that this is not divisible by 7, right? Okay, now next is what we have to do, we have to check for 11 also, same number for 11. So 4808. So what we have to do, we have to find the sum of odd places sum, odd place sum. Odd is places what, 4 and 0, right? So 4 plus 0 is 4. Now we have to find out even place sum. Even place is what? See, let me show you what, where is even places. This place and this place, second and fourth. So it will be 8 plus 8, 16, right? So now if you see the sum difference is what? Okay. Now see the difference is what? 16 minus 4, which is 12, right? So if you see 12 is not divisible by 11. 12 is not divisible by 11, so this number 4808 is not divisible by 11. Are you getting my point? So that number 4808 which is given is not divisible by 11. Okay. So next number is 1324. We are not having some space on this slide, so we are going to do that question on this slide. 1324 is the number. Remember that. 13. Next is 1324. So first we are going to check about divisible by 8. Divisible by 8. Acha, if number is divisible by 8, then there is nothing to check for it is divisible by 4 or not, because it is definitely divisible by 4 if the number is divisible by 8. Okay. So for 8, what we have to do, we have to check the last 3 digits, right? So the last 3 digits is what? 3, 2, 4. So we have to check either the number is divisible, 3 to 4 is divisible by 8 or not. So 3 to 4, 8. 4 times are 32, right? Right? 4 times are 32. 0. Now if we write down this, so we have to put 0, right? Okay, isn't it? So if you see this number 04 is the remainder, right? So that number is not divisible by 8. Not divisible by 8, right? We can't say that the number is divisible by 8. Okay. Okay, now if number is not divisible by 8, then you have to check either it is divisible by 4 or not. It can be divisible by 4 or it cannot be divisible by 4. So second, what you have to do, we have to do divisible by 4. So for 4, we have to check the last 2 digits only, right? So last 2 digit is 24. Yes, we know that 24, 6 for the 24 is still divisible by 8. 6, 24 is divisible by 4, right? Because 6 for the 24, right? So we can say that yes, 1324 is divisible by 4. Yes or no? Yes. Now third, we have to check for divisible by 7. So for 7, what we have to do, we have to take the last digit 4. So it will give 132. Now double the last digit, which is 8, and subtract from this number. How much we got? 124, right? 124 we got, right? Now you have to check either 124 is divisible by 8 or not. Okay. Okay, not 8, 7. So 124 is divisible by 7 or not. So 1 times 7, how much it gives? 54. So 48, 49. No, it is not divisible by 7, right? Because 7s are 49, right? It will give 5. So not divisible by 7. Not divisible by 7, right? Okay, now the last one we have to check divisible by what? 11. Okay, we have to check either it is divisible by 11 or not. So the number is 1324, right? Number is 1324. Okay. So even place sum and odd place sum, right? So odd place sum. One plus two, which is 3. Even place sum, which is 3 plus 4, which is 7, right? So if you find the difference, which is 4, so 4 is not divisible by 11. So we can say that 1324 is not divisible by 7, राइट? 11 नॉट 7, 11। नाउ देखो हमारे माइंड में एक क्वेश्चन आ सकता है, देखो कैसे। फॉर एग्जाम्पल इफ आई गिव यू अ वेरी बिग नंबर, ठीक है, फॉर एग्जाम्पल इफ आई गिव यू 43217432410 राइट, लाइक दिस। नाउ आई टोल्ड यू टू चेक whether it is divisible by 7 or not. Listen to me, very good thing I told you, ठीक है। So what you have to do, you have to check either it is divisible by, yes, yes, what I told you. Now I gave you a number which is very big number like this, right? Okay, now I am asking you have to check either it is divisible by 7 or not, okay? So आप क्या करोगे, you have to remove the last digit, right? So you will get 43217432241 minus 4 करोगे, है ना? तो what you will got 432174237, right? अब आप बोलोगे कि यार now if we want to check this number is divisible by 7, तो हमें पूरा कैलकुलेशन करना पड़ेगा। सो हम इसी को क्यों नहीं चेक कर लें, जब हमें डिवाइड करके ही चेक करना है। देखो अगर ये नंबर कैन बी 2 और 3 डिजिट, सो इट विल बी इजियर टू चेक इट आइदर इट इज डिविजिबल बाय 7 और नॉट बाय यूजिंग द कंसेप्ट ऑफ डिवीजन, ठीक है। बट वो नंबर जो मैं आपको चेक करने के लिए बोल रहा हूँ, वो नंबर ही अगर 7 to 6 डिजिट का है, 7 to 8 डिजिट का है, तो इट विल बी मोर कॉम्प्लिकेटेड, राइट? है ना? तो इस मेथड का फायदा क्या हुआ। नाउ टू मेक इट इजियर यू कैन व्हाट यू कैन डू, यू कैन यूज द मेथड अगेन, यू कैन यूज अगेन मेथड, है ना? मेथड अगेन, अब दोबारा उसको यूज करो, कैसे कि अब 7 को रिमूव करो, यू हैव टू रिमूव, नाउ यू हैव टू चेक आइदर इट इज डिविजिबल बाय 7 और नॉट। So you can follow the same steps, means you have to remove 7. So 4321743 minus 14. Now you can check what is the difference we got, you got, and you can do the same, right? Okay, you can do that, right? Are you getting my point? Okay, let me show you. 4321740, and how much you got? 69, right? Now if you not satisfied till this part, then you can remove 9. So you will get 4321740 minus 18. You can do like that, okay? Okay, so you how multiple time you can do, right? Okay. Now the next question we have is what? 1000, right? 1000, for 1000 we have to check it, right? Okay, so the next question we have to check for 1000. So the number is 1000. So first is divisible by 8. ठीक है? So the last 3 digit is 000, and 000 is always divisible by 8, right? So we can say that what? We can say that the 1000 is divisible by 8. If the 1000 is divisible by 8, then it is also divisible by 4. So for 4 and 8 we can do easily, right? Okay. Now next thing is what? We have to check it for what? 7. So 1000 we have to remove last 0. 100 minus 2 into 0, which is got 100, and 100 is not divisible by 7. So we can say that 100 is not divisible by 7, right? Okay, for 11 you have to find out the sum of odd places, and which is 1, and even places is 0. If you find the difference, it is not divisible. Okay, so you can do like that. Okay. Okay, now the last number we have, let me check the number. 76728, right? Now 76728, so we have to do it for 76728. Okay, 76728, we have to do it for this number. Okay, 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 fair enough. ठीक है. Okay, so see, first of all, divisible by 8. Divisible by 8. So for divisible by 8, what we have to do, we have to take the last 3 digit number, which is 728, right? So say if 728 is divisible by 8, if 728 is divisible by 8, so we can say that that number is also divisible by 8. So how much time it will cuts 9? It will give 72, 8 and 1. So 91. Yes, it is divisible by 8. So yes, 76728 is divisible by 8. Divisible by 8, right? Okay, now the next number is what? Next number is what? After 76728, what we have to check? After 8, what we have to check? 4. See, if a number is divisible by 8, then it is definitely divisible by 4, right? Okay, now the next thing we have to check for 7. Divisible by 7, we have to check it either it is divisible by 7 or not. Okay, so what we have to do, we have to check 76728. So we have to remove last number. It will be 7672 minus 16. Okay, so 7672 is what? If we subtract 16 from 72, right? 16, so how much we got? 6 and 56, right? So it will be 7656. Now if you see, you can check 7656 easily. So 7656 by 7. Okay, 1 times it will give how much? 7. 0, right? Now if you put 6, it will give 0, 5, right? So how much time it will go cuts? 63, 9 times, right? 63, 2, 8, 28. Yes, 28 is divisible, right? Not, this is not 8, 6 basically. So no, it is not divisible. So it is 3 times, right? 21. So 5 is the remainder. So we can say that this number is not divisible by 7. Okay, now the last is what we have to check, it is divisible by 11 or not, right? So divisible by 11, we have to check it for that. So sum of odd places, what is the sum of odd places? 7 plus 7 plus 8, right? So which is 14 plus 8. So 14 plus 8 is what? 622, right? 14 plus 8 is 622, right? Okay, and is 6 plus 2 is the even place sum, right? Which is 8. So if you subtract 8 from 22, how much you got? 14. The difference you got, which is 14, and 14 is not divisible by 11. So we can say that that number is not divisible by 11. Okay, so as I told you, we are also going to learn about 6, right? Let me show you divisibility by 6. See, if a number is divisible by 6, then 6, then that number is divisible by 2 and 3. Means if a number is divisible by 2 as well as 3, then that number is divisible by 6 also. Are you getting my point? So it is the divisibility check for 6. Okay, so we can do like that, right? Okay, so we learn about divisibility by 7, divisibility by 11, divisibility by 4, divisibility by 8, and divisibility by 6. Okay, so now the chapter is completed. Okay, you can do so questions from your book, from any other source. Okay, okay, so thank you so much. Keep learning from Ask IITian and having fun.